Who is the speaker? Why is October the best time? Who is the speaker? Why is October the best time? Here, this type of question may be set from the part of the story. From this sentence extracted from the part of the story, you may prepare the question. Who is the speaker? Why is October the best time? The speaker is the narrator. October is the best time. Why is October the best time? It is according to the description given by the speaker or the narrator that this is the best time. That is, just after hearing the preference of visiting Mussoorie, especially in October, the narrator here remarked that, calling on his memories, the hills are covered with wild dahlias. That is, according to the narrator's description, we come to know that he said that the hills are covered with wild dahlias, the sun is covered. Covered means filled with. Wild means savage. S-A-V-A-G-E. Savage. S-A-V-A-G-E. Savage. Wild means savage. Dahlias. Dahlias. A kind of yellow colored flowers. The sun is delicious. Delicious means pleasant. P-L-E-A-S-A-N-T. Pleasant. And at night, anyone can sit in front of a log fire. Log fire means fire produced from log, and drink a little brandy. Here, this is the special feature of visiting Mussoorie, especially in October. Moreover, most of the tourists have gone. Tourists mean travelers have gone. And the roads are quiet. Quiet means calm. Calm and quiet. The roads are quiet and almost deserted. Deserted means lonely or abandoned. Lonely or abandoned. Lonely or abandoned. The roads are quiet and almost deserted. Yes, October is the best time. Here, this is the description given by the narrator why one preferred to visit Mussoorie, especially in October. This will be the answer. She was silent. I wondered if my words had touched her. When the narrator started giving the description why October is specially the best time to visit Mussoorie, then the girl was silent. The girl uttered no words. Here the narrator wondered if my words had touched her. Touched means impressed or affected with emotion. Impressed. I-M-P-R-E-S-S-E-D. Impressed or affected. A-F-F-E-C-T-E-D. Affected with emotion. With emotion. Affected with emotion. Wondered means thought in amazement. The narrator thought in amazement if his words had impressed her, or whether she thought me a romantic fool. Here the narrator did not understand whether the words spoken by him had touched her, or whether she considered him to be a romantic fool. Romantic fool means imaginative fool. Imaginative fool. IMAGINATIV. Imaginative fool. Imaginative. Romantic fool. Then I made a mistake. What is it like outside? I asked. What is it like outside? Then I made a mistake. This sentence may be picked up. Then I made a mistake. Then I made a mistake. Here, this sentence may be picked up from the part of the story that you are going to read. Who is I referred to here? Who is I referred, REFERRED, referred to here? What is the mistake? What is the mistake? Mistake means wrong or fault. What is the mistake? REFERRED, referred to here. What is the mistake referred to here? Is it really a mistake? Is it REALLY, really a mistake? In this way, such type of question may be set. Then I made a mistake. Who is referred to here as I? Who is I referred here? Here I refers to the narrator, or I referred to here is the narrator. Or who is the speaker? The speaker is the narrator. What is the mistake referred to here? The mistake referred to here is the question asked by the narrator to the girl. What it was like outside. This was the question asked by the narrator to the girl. The question during the conversation or just after the description given by the narrator about the special features of visiting or special features of visiting Mussoorie, especially in October. Here the narrator asks the girl what it was like outside. This was the question asked by the narrator when the narrator saw that the girl remained silent. Here the narrator wondered or thought in amazement whether she was affected with emotion on hearing such type of description from the girl, from the narrator, or whether she had thought the narrator to be an imaginative fool. Here the narrator asked her the question just after it. When he saw that, she was silent. It was what it was like outside, or what the outside looked like. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. Is it really a mistake? Here, from the part of the story that you will now read, just after it, it will be answered. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. When the narrator asked the question what it was like outside, here in this regard also, it seemed that the girl found nothing strange in the question. The girl found nothing strange in the question. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. What was the question referred here? The question referred here was what it was like outside. What it was like outside. This was the question referred here. She seemed to find nothing strange, odd, or peculiar in the question, absurd or surprising. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. The question was what it was like outside. Who asked the question? The narrator asked the question. To whom did the narrator ask the question? The narrator asked the question to the girl. Or the narrator asked the question to the girl. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. When the narrator asked the question what it was like outside, the girl seemed to find nothing strange. That is, it seemed that she found nothing strange in the question. She found nothing strange in the question. It seemed that she found nothing strange in the question. Here she referred to the girl. Had she noticed already that I could not see? The narrator here feared whether his blindness had been exposed to the girl, or whether the girl had noticed or realized that the narrator was a blind person. Had she noticed already that I couldn't see? But her next question removed my doubts. Here these were the doubts expressed by the narrator. What were the doubts? What was the doubt? The doubt of the narrator was whether the girl had realized or noticed that he could not see. The narrator could not see. Here this was the fear expressed by the narrator. The narrator here expressed his doubts in this way. But her next question removed my doubts. But the question asked by the girl next removed his doubts. Why don't you look out of the window? She asked. Why don't you look out of the window? Now see, students, she seemed to find nothing strange in the question. Here strange means odd or peculiar or surprising. Here if such type of sentence is taken or picked up and you are asked to make the sentence a complex one, what type of sentence will you make? Make it complex. Here you will make the sentence a complex one in this way. It seemed that she found nothing strange in the question. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. This is the simple sentence, the finite verb. It seemed that, here it seemed is the principal clause, and that she found nothing strange in the question. This is the subordinating clause. Here in this way, you may make the sentence a complex one just after making the sentence using the principal clause and the subordinating clause in this way. She seemed to find nothing strange in the question. Had she noticed already that I couldn't see? Here this is the doubt. But her next question removed his doubts. What was the next question of the girl? The next question of the girl was why he did not look out of the window. What was the next question of the girl? Why don't you look out? Why don't you look out of the window? Why don't you look out of the window? She asked. Here, she refers to the girl. She asked the narrator why he did not look out of the window. When the narrator asked the girl what it was like outside, that is, what was the appearance, scene, or what was the look of the outside, then the girl asked the narrator why he did not look out of the window. Here, when the girl asked the narrator this question, why he did not look out of the window, then his doubts were removed. What were the doubts of the narrator? The narrator doubted whether the girl had noticed that he could not see. That is, whether his blindness had been exposed to the girl just after asking the question what it was like outside. Why don't you look out of the window? She asked. Now, pick up the sentence. But her next question removed my doubts. Her next question removed my doubts. Her next question removed my doubts. Here, if the sentence is picked up and you are asked to change the voice of the sentence, what type of sentence will you write? You will have to write the sentence in this way. My doubts were removed by her next question. My doubts were removed by her next question. My doubts were removed by her next question. This is the voice change. But if the sentence has to be converted using the verb form of question, use verb of question. Verb of question. Question. Verb of question. Verb of question. If the sentence is to be converted into another one using the verb of question, what type of sentence will you write? What she questioned next? What she questioned. Questioned. What she questioned next? What she questioned next removed my doubts. Removed my doubts. What she questioned next removed my doubts. Here now see, what she questioned next. Here from this part of the sentence, you come to know that what she questioned next, this is the subordinating clause. This subordinating clause has been used as the subject of the verb removed. Here removed is used as the verb. But here what she questioned next, this part of the sentence has been used as the subordinating noun clause, used as the subject of the verb removed. Here question has been used as the verb. Here question was used in the sentence as the noun, but here question has been converted into a verb word in this way. Her next question. Now see, here next was used just before the noun word as the adjective, but here next has been used as the adverb word. Here in this way, you may convert the sentence from one to another without changing any meaning. So students, you see that the girl asked the narrator why he did not look out of the window when the narrator asked her what it was like outside. And this is the question asked by the narrator. This is the question asked by the girl. Removed the doubts of the speaker. Narrator. I moved easily along the berth and felt for the window ledge. I moved easily along the berth and felt for the window ledge. The window was open and I faced it and making a pretense of studying the landscape. I heard the panting of the engine, the rumble of the wheels, and in my mind's eye I could see telegraph posts flashing by. I moved easily along the berth and felt for the window ledge. The narrator moved easily along the berth. Berth means the place or the in the tent compartment to sleep. Along the berth and felt for the window ledge. Ledge means narrow shelf projecting from a window. Window ledge, L-E-D-G-E. L-E-D-G-E, ledge. L-E-D-G-E, ledge. Ledge means narrow shelf, S-E-L-F, narrow S-H-E-L, narrow shelf projecting from a window. Narrow ledge. Felt for the window ledge. Moving easily along the berth, the narrator felt for the window ledge. The window was open. The narrator felt that the window was open and I faced it. I faced it. F-A-C-E-D. Faced it. Here now see, faced is the verb word. That is, the narrator turned his face towards it. Here it refers to the window. The window was open. The narrator turned his face. Here if the word has to be converted into the noun word, then you will have to make the sentence in this way. The narrator turned his face towards the window. Towards it. It here refers to the window. and I faced it, making a pretense of studying the landscape. Making a pretense, that is, when the narrator faced the window, he made a pretense of studying the landscape. Studying means examining carefully. Examining. Examining carefully. Examining carefully. Studying the landscape. Landscape means the scenery seen outside the window. Landscape. Pretense. Pretense is the noun word. Pretended. Making a pretense of studying the landscape after facing the window. When the girl asked the narrator why he did not look out of the window to see what it was like outside, then the narrator pretended to prevent his blindness from the girl. What did he do then? The narrator then moved easily along the berth and felt for the window ledge. Felt for the narrow shelf projecting from the window. The narrator realized or understood that the window was open, and then he made a pretense of examining the landscape carefully, studying the landscape carefully. In this way, he tried his level best to prevent his blindness from the girl. I heard the panting of the engine, the rumble of the wheels, and in my mind's eye, I heard the panting of the engine. Panting means loud breathing of the engine, that rumble of the wheels. Rumble means deep, low, continuous sound. Deep, low, continuous sound. Deep, low, continuous sound is the rumble. Rumble of the wheels. Deep, low, continuous. Deep, low, continuous sound or noise. The rumble of the wheels. And in my mind's eye means inner vision. Inner vision. V-I-S-I-O-N. Inner vision. In his inner vision, he could see telegraph posts flashing by. Flashing by means passing very quickly. Flashing by. Passing very quickly. Passing very quickly. Q-U-I-C-K-L-Y. Passing very quickly. In his mind's eye, when the narrator pretended to see the landscape sitting in front of the window, looking outside, he could see his inner eyes, in his inner vision, that the telegraph posts were passing very quickly. And in my next class, I will discuss line by line of the text. I hope you will prepare this part of the lesson taught by me today. Thank you.